It is your favorite motherfucking coach. Let's get it. Going to bring this man up. Let's get it. You know the freaking drill. Oh, shit. Yo, what's up, pimp?
What's poppin'?
How the fuck you doing, homie?
I'm living it, bro. You know how it is.
Living the fucking dream. You at the restaurant right now?
Yeah, bro. I'm managing today, so that's what.
You're a fucking stud. This guy's doing the podcast in the restaurant, bro.
Always here.
Dude, I love it. So I want to be respectful to your time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count down to 3, and then I'm going to record the podcast, and I'm going to give you a quick intro, and then we'll cover what we spoke about, and we'll have some fun. Does that sound good?
Let's do it.
You're the fucking man. All right, bro. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, joined by one of my Rockstar clients, Julian. What is going on, brother? Give us a quick intro. How you doing today, boss?
What's going on? It's an honor to be on this, man. Like I listen to this podcast every day on the treadmill. I just turn it up. You know, it's amazing. I love to be on here, man.
That's good, bro. That's amazing. Yeah, I know you're a frequent listener, bro. So I appreciate you tuning in and getting the value from it. It's been good so far, right?
Oh yeah, man. Honestly, it's been dope. Like a lot of the energy I feel on that is just progressing, and legitimately just it just helps me out with my workouts.
You're the fucking man, bro. Yo, so like, who are you? Give us a little backstory, like where you're from, what you're doing. That way, the audience knows a little bit more about you before we get into this.
Word. So my name is Julian Pacheco. You know, I'm one of the newer clients of your, lifestyle change. I'm out here. I've been doing it for about a month and a few days. And typically just, I want to change my lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I came over here. Ken told me about it. Told me about you. And, we linked up. And, ever since, I'm not looking back. It's really it's fire. It's fire how, everything's just changed. Like, my morning routine is completely different. Mm-hmm. Everything's amazing. My confidence is, skyrocketing out the window.
Peak! Yes. Bro, you've been absolutely dialed, bro, and I'm really proud of you and all the efforts that you're putting in. Like, it doesn't go unnoticed, and I'm sure that it's translating into the other parts of your life now, right?
Oh yeah, man. Honestly, this whole lifestyle change from top to bottom has been completely re-changed up. We're just doing things that I've never done before, and it's just changed everything. So. Yeah.
So I want to go on that for a second. So you said that you've been doing things you've never done before. What does that look like for you, brother?
So realistically, I come from I was in high school. I had a bit of a weight issue because I was always trying to make a different weight. Yeah. Then college, I was always out freaking getting lit, drinking.
Yeah, feel that.
Hanging out with the squad.
Yeah.
So honestly, it was Thursday to Friday. Thursday to Monday, just drinking. Disgustingly, my diet was garbage. Yeah. And then graduated from there, and then after that, I had my my first child, and then
God bless.
And then my diet, my exercise just went downhill.
Yeah.
And then you see that change from your confidence when you're just I don't like any of the pictures I'm in right now.
Yeah.
I don't like how I'm looking. I don't want to see nobody right now. Wow, you took off so late. You really look different. I ain't like that at all. I'm not from that type. I'm always trying to be the best looking guy in the room. Yeah,
so for sure. Yeah. Yo, I appreciate you sharing that because, I could resonate with that. I haven't always been this guy, and we just had an amazing live stream inside of our group. We just fucking delivered some massive value on that. But dude, it's just the transformation you've had so far has been incredible. And it's only been a month or so, right?
Yeah, that's it. And that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Honestly, the whole month, just realistically, it was hesitant to begin with. Honestly, just do I have time? Do I have the finances? Can I go to a gym? Having my children, having my girl at the crib, and just can I make time for myself? Can I be selfish? And that answer is obviously yes.
Yeah.
If you stop putting in all this time at the bars, stop putting in time to places that aren't benefiting you, you're turning into somebody else, and you gotta get to different places where you turn into that different person.
Yo, can we go deeper on that for a second?
Let's do it.
Bro, so you mentioned a couple things, right? Maybe not having the time, the finances, you're a father, right? You work full time. So that's a good thing to highlight in today's episode is how do you make the time? How do you stay on track with all these other things in your life, Julian? Like, what does that look like for you?
Honestly, like it's all about time management.
Yeah.
Like you're not putting in time where like it's not benefiting you.
Mm.
You know, like so I was out probably like let's say 2 months ago. I was going out after work and I was drunk. I was just like I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Just freaking eating tacos at 2 o'clock in the morning. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then like in the morning, I'm waking up all gross and groggy. I'm taking a shower. I still feel hungover. And it's just like, if I took away that time I was out or like, putting time in different areas, that morning routine really takes apart when you like give up that time at night.
Yeah.
And you make yourself a set bedtime. I don't really have that chance. Like I'll be honest with you, I only get like maybe 6 to 7 hours of sleep a night. Because, between work, like I work long days, like 12-hour days. And I'm still out here. I'm still going to the gym at 7 in the morning. I'm dropping my kids off at school and I'm going straight to the gym. I'm still putting that work in. Like I put the headphones in at the gym and I'm just moving. Like I don't care about none of that.
So like I first off, I think that's absolutely fucking incredible because I think so many people look for all the reasons as to why it can't work instead of like finding a way to make it happen, which is what you've been doing. And as a byproduct, there's no coincidence that you're seeing results, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's literally just making this man is working full time. You just said 12-hour days, dropping the kids off at school and then going right to the fucking gym. So it's like, if you could do that, then like what's someone else's excuse, right? And it's just like so important to like really highlight that for a second, which I think is incredible. Now, the other side to it is like, well, how do you stay consistent with working 12-hour days, handling your children and doing all that stuff? Like, how do you make time for yourself? Is it strictly just time management? What is that?
So it's basically determination and finding the reason why you're doing it. Because, like you say, you say this all the time, how motivation is only like it's only gonna fill up the gas tank a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta have your reason. You have your why.
Yeah.
The why is why you're at the gym, is why you're making your life, changing it up. Because it's not bringing you anywhere else unless you change that health that you got. So I mean, like my why is definitely my kids. My why is definitely, I want to take care of the people that always took care of me. My why is always gonna benefit why I'm doing things differently. I have family that's like telling me, oh, you changed, you did this, you're not acting like you used to be. You're not as fun as you used to be. And you know what? Like we're supposed to change.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be different.
We're
supposed to grow. I'm not supposed to be stuck at my college days getting drunk every day.
Fuck that.
I'm not supposed to do all that.
No.
I'm supposed to be growing. I'm supposed to, I want to see $1 million. I want to see a mansion. Like,
so I'm saying, yeah. And that's a really good point too, is because there's so many other like aspects to our lives, like whether that be, like you said, family, friends, like, oh, you change and doing all these things. And like, that's very normal. Right. But it's like going off of that, like, why would you want to stay the same? Like, why wouldn't you want to change? But some people don't see it that way. And it's very easy. The reason I'm bringing that up is because like I deal with that too. That's why I moved, because I felt like it was very easy to get in that rut and complacency and all these other things weigh you down. It's hard, bro. You know that.
Oh, yes. It's not easy.
It's not easy, right? So that's something that I just think is remarkable, that you've been able to do all the things you're doing in spite of everything else. And that's the thing, bro, is like you could be that inspiration example for other people who like may want to do those things but don't feel like it's possible. And that's why I wanted to bring you up today and talk about your story, because I think it's fucking, like I said, incredible. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it. Thanks,
absolutely. Now to keep this moving a little bit and pivot a little bit, you said that you were a little skeptical, right? So can we dive into that for a second? Like, what were the hesitations coming into the program? What were you skeptical about?
So, yeah, like I said before, it was just time management, about like, what do I have to sacrifice to put myself in a position where I can actually overcome this challenge of like, setting up to a new gym, making at least 2 hours for myself to, wake up, get ready to go to the gym, come back home, and then get ready to go to work. So it's all about benefiting your time management. Like, it's just basically moving different times away. Obviously we're gonna have our rest days. Obviously we're gonna have time for ourselves. But like, if I could maneuver at least 4 to 5 days in the gym, or like try to finesse it, it would just be like, it would work out completely. So that's how I'm seeing it.
And I think that's a great point. But it's very like, let me know if you agree with this. It's very easy to maybe think it has to look a certain way and maybe getting like fixated on certain days and times when in reality, it's just kind of adapting, right? It's making things work for you regardless of the circumstances. And it's just like, bro, like it's something that takes a certain level of discipline to do, you know, but it's amazing because like we haven't always been this way, right? And you could flip it literally just by making that fucking decision, right? Now, I'm curious, what's your take on online coaching? You know, like, do you feel like there's limits as opposed to in person? Like, I wanted your honest opinion on that.
So I actually really am prepared for this question.
Let's go.
So, like, when I was younger, I used to watch Martin. Like, I don't know if you guys know about it, but like, his comedy show. He had an episode where he had this personal trainer, and it was freaking Terry Owens, the big white chicks. Yeah. And he was his trainer, and he's like doing all these crazy like exercises, and it gets him like upset. But online coaching is probably the best kind of coaching because it's basically full throttle on your own, and you're like nobody's there screaming at you, telling you to do this differently. You know, obviously we get hyped up. Obviously we're gonna like communicate. But, like, you're giving me a chance to work out without saying, "Oh, you're doing that wrong. You're doing this incomplete." You know, I'm doing this and it's working out. There's a tutorial always on the app that we have.
Yeah.
I mean, basically. So, other than that, online coaching like really changed my whole mindset on like just like working out. To be honest, like, it's just wild how
it's amazing.
That was one of my hesitations too, because I was just like, online. I've never did online coaching before. Like, what am I going to Zoom call you? Work out? Is there going to be an issue? Like, if I work out differently, like, you know. So it's just like online coaching is definitely. I feel like everybody could do it. You know, especially after the whole pandemic. Yeah. Like it was just like everybody was like Zoom calling, everybody was FaceTiming, and like this is just like you're basically working from home. It's like so peace of mind and it works out, and anybody could benefit from it.
I appreciate that, bro, because I was doing in person for a while, and I'm just like, bro, like this is not it. You know, like I don't want to be over your shoulder all the time and like barking at you. And like, you don't need me to do that, especially if you have some experience, right? It's just like having that proper program in place, working together, communicating, adjusting things, and you're doing that, bro. And it's just like, I think it's so important for people to understand, because with this online model, it's like, yo, we could cover so much more. We could do a lot more with it and go faster, right? Like, who doesn't want that?
Oh, yeah. You can break ground faster. We honestly, like, breaking through the ceilings that we thought we had and just pushing faster and faster into workouts. Like, you know, when you see that first, like, the app is amazing, too. Like, shout out to the app. Yeah. Honestly, it's top 5. How the app, like, my personal bests come out. It's just, like, gives you that thumbs up. It tells you everything's working out. And, you know, gives you, like, basically, like, what you lifted throughout the week. A whole agenda.
Yeah.
Basically, you set your goals, your macros, all that is elite.
It's
like,
fucking.
Honestly, I can't like shout out that.
That shit is elite, dog.
Yeah,
yo, I really do believe it's the best software like on the market, and you're seeing that like everything that we're able to do is just so needed. And when you're able to like optimize all those areas, your results reflect that. And like for you, man, like we're just getting started, bro. Like I really want to highlight that because I think it's fucking.
We can start turning around. Like we haven't even touched the ceiling yet.
We're not even. Yeah, we're scratching the surface, dog, and I love that.
Exactly, man.
You know,
amazing.
It's amazing too. Now the last thing I wanted to bring up is coming from your experience. You know, seeing some good results within the first 4 to 6 weeks. You know, like what would you say to someone who may be struggling right now, who may be on the fence with the online space, who doesn't know where to start? Like, what would be your one word of advice to them?
One word or just like,
I mean, you could give a sentence. I just wanted to give you something to work off of.
I would tell them just to do it. Like honestly, like I was in a place before I started here where like my confidence was super low. You know, I didn't see myself as the person I wanted to see myself. Yeah. I wasn't in the right atmosphere. You know, it was just like, with this, you have to be determined. You have to be disciplined, like you said, and basically just like, you have to feed yourself. Like no one's gonna push you. No one's gonna tell you to do nothing. You gotta push yourself to make that happen. So honestly, it's on you to see change. You get what you put into it. You know, that's just what it is. I put my 110% in the gym, and honestly, like I'm seeing results like this month, and I'm just like ready for the next step always.
That's what it is, dog. Can you fucking scream that? You get what you give, man. Because
you get what you give. Like, that's just what it is, bro. Like, like come on, like you're putting in that work every day. You're getting that personal what was I
personal best,
personal best, and it should feed you that confidence. Like I just did that. Like I just lifted this. I just ran that. You know, walking 45 minutes. Like I've never I didn't think walking 45 minutes that LISS was beneficial. Yeah. Like I see people running on the treadmill, and I'm like, I should be doing that, but like that's gonna take away from my lifting. And like the education that you put out, the positivity, the energy is always top 5. So top 5 that you should worry about.
Bro, I love it because that's another important thing too. Is like there's so much misinformation out there, and it's very easy to get like caught up in all these other things. But like, does that serve you? Just because somebody else is doing that, does that mean I should? You know, like what best suits me and like my goals and all that stuff, right? So that's another component to this as well. Is like when you're able to do that and execute, everything fucking flows, right?
Completely, man. Like shout out the community that we're in, because without them, like it wouldn't be as much fun,
Bro.
So it's a great time to be where we're at right now.
Say that again. Say that again about the community.
Yo, shout out the community because honestly, I just lost my train of thought again. But honestly, we wouldn't be where we're at without them. And honestly, like it's more fun that way when we have people struggling the same way. Sorry,
nah, you're good. You're good. Like this morning, like Jess had dropped that one question, and we were fucking all like laughing. We had like 7-8 people there, like going off in the comments, and like
it's so much more fun that way when we have people doing it, like involved with the same struggles. That, like maybe not the same exact struggles.
Yeah, but similar.
We want to see the same results and push like we're pushing ourselves, which is like being determined and disciplined.
Same thing like with the Zoom calls and connecting with the other people and just like communicating, like you said, and resonating through similar struggles. Like, yeah, it might not be the same exact thing, but it's similar enough where you guys could have that conversation and help each other, which is, what we're building, right? Which I think is incredible. But Julian, as we wrap up, brother, is there anything else that you wanted to share today? Floor is yours.
No, I mean, shout out Sal, man. Like, honestly, without this program, I wouldn't be as happy as I am right now. Like, I can't wake up in the morning and not think about going to the gym. So like, I wake up, honestly, I don't hit the gym in the morning. I feel like I was just telling Selena that. Shout out to Selena. I was literally just like telling her how like I honestly don't feel like my morning started unless I go to the gym first. Yeah, bro. And like get like all this like stress and anxiety out of my system when I'm like waking up for the first time. And like honestly, like shout out everybody that's like involved with this program. On the podcast, I'm gonna hear myself later.
Let's go. Yeah, it's fucking lit, bro. Yeah, man. It's it really is something special to be able to continuously work on both your body and your mindset every single day. And I believe that's a gift that everyone deserves, and like you're seeing all the progress, like even if it's not physical, like you feel the mental, like, that's a whole nother role to it too. Every single day, like you said, like the pictures, how you feel, how you show up at your job, your relationships, being the example for your kids, like all those things, man. Like it really is incredible. I'm super proud of you. Like I said, this is just the beginning. It's just the start, bro.
We're getting started, bro. Don't worry. We're gonna get more. We're gonna be 6 months later. We're gonna be still feeling like we just started. Like it's just how it feels.
That's how it feels. We might have to bring you back in 6 months. Who knows? Maybe we'll fucking get crazy.
Yeah, I'm with it. Like I'm ready to keep pushing.
That's it, bro.
Like I'm not leaving. Like fuck it. I don't give a shit.
I'm not fucking leaving, bro. I love it. Julian, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for hopping on today. This was incredible.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
You're the man, bro. Absolutely. I appreciate you, bro. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace, love, and protein. Let's get it. That was fucking lit. KK, appreciate the follow. Fernanda, appreciate the follow. Danny, what is going on? We just had a banger live stream. My client, Julian, that was super fucking lit. I'm going to take a couple minutes and chop that episode up before my meeting at 2:00. Then I have some other calls to address as well. But as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys got some value from my boy Julian. I know that TikTok and the other platforms aside from Instagram, you guys weren't able to see my boy because I haven't been able to figure that out, how to get him on there, because I can only do that from one platform. But maybe we'll figure that out. That's another topic for another day. But I appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Same time, 5 times a week. You know the fucking drill. Peace, love, protein. See you guys soon. Boom. Peace. Thank you, TikTok. Have a good one.